I solemnly swear I am up to no good here in part 53 of Hogwarts Legacy. This is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com, just some dude likes to play video games, and I just need to turn this off, and that should fix the issue. Now, before we go anywhere, I am just going to go back to the trophy room.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
All right, way better. I wish I had figured that out sooner. Of course, that was my fault. I didn't think about it, so we had to deal with getting blinded for a while.
Revelio.
This morning's crystal gazing was most discouraging. I was initially thrilled to see the Ministry of Magic in my future. The atrium appeared to me clear as day. I've always dreamed of working there. However, as the atrium dissolved into a sea of brooms, endless rows of them, my elation turned into despair. Am I destined for a future improved regulatory control? The tedium would rival the song of a fooper for my sanity. For now, I must accept that I am simply not naturally inclined to divination, though perhaps I have some subtle skill in that I can sense that. Likely soul.
Revelio.
So that's nice. And I got up to here and I literally couldn't see it was that blinding.
Alohomora.
That's cool, the keyhole in the center there around the lock.
Revelio.
Yoink. Yoink. Darling sister, delighted to receive your recent owl. Sounds as if you are, as usual, rising to the challenges presented by not only the students but also a certain headmaster. Your patient knows no bounds. Speaking of patience, thank you for all you've done for Gareth. Your instincts are sharp indeed. A delicate balance of discipline and creative encouragement is all he needs. I confess I'm glad that his fellow students have replaced his own family when it comes to trying out his latest brews. Marvelous how he spins it. You're the first lucky ones, never mentions the possibility of untoward reactions. Well, I must be off. Apologies for the short note. Seems the youngest has got herself into a bit of predicament. Toss the garden gnome into the neighbor's dirigible plums again. Anyway, hope to see you at the holidays. Sending my love, G.
Revelio.
Oh, that, okay.
Alohomora. Revelio.
Unfortunately, someone will know I'm rummaging around in the rooms. Professor Eckett, as discussed, I've corresponded with my goblin acquaintances at Gringotts. All have condemned Ranrock's actions, and some privately considered that his motives may not be what they seem. From what I've heard of his treatment towards others of his own kind, those who refuse to join his ranks, I am inclined to agree with our friends at the bank. I will let you know what more I hear. Suffice it to say that for now I must remain vigilant. Respectfully, Aesop Sharp. So even Hogwarts is doing some planning of what's going on. Ah, here we go.
Revelio.
Headmaster's office, Gargoyle. The staircase that leads to the headmaster's office is guarded by an enchanted gargoyle that will let only those who know the password enter. Though anyone choosing to visit the current occupant of the office it's difficult to fathom.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Yeah, I kind of stole the key. Four locks. And there's another Hogwarts secret.
Lumos. Revelio.
The Quill of Acceptance and Book of Admittance. The Quill of Acceptance and Book of Admittance were placed here by the founders and have not been touched since. They record the name of every prospective Hogwarts student the moment they first show signs of magic, although the Quill is more lenient than the book, which will sometimes snap shut before a name is written if the evidence of magic is not dramatic enough. There you go.
Lumos.
Okay, so I betcha that guy is all the way down here.
Lumos.
Yes, right all the way down there. Yeah, I'm glad it was just the Raytracing shadows that was causing my bloom now. Everything should be better to see and no one's getting blinded by the light. Now let's warp to our next place, so world map.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
So first I'm going to try things a bit differently. So Arresto Momentum. Glacius. Wingardium, well, Levioso. Transfiguration. So... no. We're going to start here. Then... still trying to figure out the best way to set things up. Okay. So. So, Descendo. Wait, no, we'll do this one here. Okay, there we go.
Revelio.
Hey.
You're here. Good. Sebastian, that relic you mentioned. I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
Was there anything else in the student's report?
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered. Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
Let's explore the catacomb.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished. Perfect. By the way, Ominis has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you? I didn't. I promise. Good. Ominis would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Student report. The catacomb assignment yielded more than I had imagined. Learning about our ancestors was illuminating. However, I stumbled upon something else I could not ignore. In an area behind the great room which had suffered decay and then turned over sarcophagi, I discovered an oddly shaped relic. Immediately I sensed its power. I would be thrilled to study it further if only the removal of objects were allowed. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. Well, let's see what's in the Feldcroft Catacomb.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Well, I know there's going to be inferi here.
Bombarda. Confringo. At least now we know we're not alone in here. Perhaps that was it. Revelio. The tomb will be insect-free. Yeah, spiders aren't insects. Don't start. Confringo. Accio. Opening all of these is tempting. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening all is justified. Accio. This room is taller than it looks. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Yep.
Bombarda. Defender. Dago. Confringo. Revelio. We've read the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Bombarda. Watch your step. Revelio. I need a slip there. Depulso. Revelio. Flipendo. Depulso. All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent
Incendio.
and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly.
Yep.
We'll be fine, though.
Confringo.
Well, I'm finding a lot here. Okay, so I'm halfway full. That isn't too bad. Oh, I just noticed I have another challenge complete. Yeah, for the tailored tailcoat. What I believe Headmaster Black wears.
Rebellio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio.
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio. Revelio.
Yeah.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah, this is gonna build the door.
Revelio. We've made it this far. Clearly we have more to do.
Hey,
Accio. Lumos. Revelio. Arresto Momentum. Accio. Revelio.
hey.
Bombarda. Accio. I need to find a safe way across. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Lumos. Accio.
Hey,
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Lumos. Accio.
got it.
Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Defender. Lumos.
There we go.
Incendio. Revelio.
There we go. Took care of that devil snare.
Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Wait until it all comes up.
Revelio.
There we go.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
I knew there was a secret here.
Accio. Revelio.
Everything else is done now. Time to read this note. I foolishly mentioned the relic in my report and was reminded to leave it where it lay, but research must come before my fealty to the rules. I sensed something about this relic. I was told that those chosen by English oak wands have powerful intuition. I believe it. Therefore, when no one was looking, I acted. I conjured 2 bear cards to oscillate the relic. Ancestors forgive me, but I used their very bones as the key. I plan to return to it, but first I must ready myself for the next assignment. Learning the Imperius Curse. The spell is to serve well against enemies.
What did you find?
Yeah.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Where do you think these diary pages came from?
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Okay, I'll get started.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I've already gotten started
Accio.
anyways.
Bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
I knew we'd get through. I felt it in
Yeah.
my bones.
Nice.
If this archway's been barricaded, we
Revelio.
can find a way through. Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
What does learning the curse entail?
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
How do you know the Imperial Curse?
Where did you learn the
Imperius.
Imperius Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominis that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Yeah, yes, I'd like to learn.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries.
Yep.
Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Yeah.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
We're gonna try it. And goodbye.
Arrest the momentum. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
We can save that for later.
Defendo. Confringo. Bombarda.
Another barricade.
Incendio.
Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a
Revelio.
cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Accio.
Oh, there's Markins, so
That
Revelio.
worked. Keep going.
Accio. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Revelio.
there we go. Now I need to activate that
Accio.
guy. Oops.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
That's the next way, so we'll come
You are
back there.
head and shoulders
Revelio.
above these bones. Nicely done.
Incendio. Confringo. Descendo. Protego. Rependo. Accio.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Yep.
Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio.
Okay, good.
Bombarda. Revelio.
Yeah, you just have to kind of figure out the right spots to go. And before you move on.
Bombarda. I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
You know what? I'm grabbing this because I don't think I'll come back here.
Revelio.
So entranced with this place.
Yeah. Crawling with spiders. Well, at least I did a dueling feat. Oh, poisoned. Fun.
Incendio. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely.
Accio.
All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Revelio.
And here's some more stuff that we need to grab. Can't use that wig and weld, but the relic contains abundant potential. Its possibilities could benefit not only wizard kind but the world. But the dark sacrifice involved to realize its intent may be too great. Until we know more, please do not remove from the site. Ooh.
Sebastian, the relic. Look. Could it be Revelio? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
We should leave the relic alone.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
Bad idea.
I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
And look who's here, Ominis.
Ominous?
Revelio.
Yep.
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominis knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
Oh, jeez. Let's see how it goes.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Very well, let's talk with
You're
Sebastian.
right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominis. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Yep.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominis has. Let's go.
What? Ominis?
I'll explain on the way. Come on. Revelio.
And he just vanished. Oh, something I forgot to grab right here.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominis and I found a compromise.
Ominis simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
Hey. We'll get out of here now.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominis. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. As we were leaving, Ominis wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Yep. But the thing is, Sebastian's starting to go a bit too far in some directions that you do not want to go in.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominis. It'd only upset her.
Yep.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet.
Revelio.
Silent as grey.
That's a good comment.
Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry. Revelio. You won't stop me.
Are you quite finished?
Bombard.
Someone been taken out. Reset the picture. Go back. Keep out the way.
Expelliarmus.
They're closing in.
Oh, darn it. Oh, jeez.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
Yikes.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperius Curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
It may have been the wrong choice.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home, from my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Yep.
Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio.
Jeez, this was a battle. Well, at least we arrived in time. Managed to thwart the Loyalist attack and save Feldcroft, but in the process, Sebastian used the Imperius Curse on a goblin. Yep. We'll see how this goes.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian acted rashly, but he acted out of instinct to save Anne.
Out of instinct? With an unforgivable curse? This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the Headmaster immediately.
Okay.
Why, Sebastian?
Yeah. Okay, that was definitely something I did not expect. So I have a couple more legendary items to use. And I lost the relic because I didn't look it up right away. I'm getting pretty close to finishing up these. Ooh, that one's gonna be nice, that Phoenix circular painting. Okay, so So I think we'll do poached egg next and see what Poppy has to say. You know what? Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So this is Zach of SimDudePlays.com, just some dude likes to play video games. And reminding you all, if you've liked my videos, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, comment, and visit SimDudePlays.com. Also remember, we are all legends. Have a great day, and mischief has been managed.